There's that famous quote from Ernest Hemingway where somebody asks him, how did you go bankrupt? And he said, well, very slowly and then all at once. I think the average American, the upper middle class American, who's living in a nice house with a SUV in the driveway and their kids in private schools, if they actually knew what was coming, they would be living in a one-bedroom apartment, driving a used car and saving 50% of their paycheck against the eventuality of a huge crisis. And the fact that we aren't behaving that way means that the average person doesn't get it yet, and they're going to be caught off guard, which is a shame, because they're the ones who don't deserve to be hurt by what's coming, because our problems have been engineered by basically the 1%. And so they're the ones siphoning money out of the system at the expense of guys on Main Street. And the people who have regular jobs and play by the rules are the ones who are going to be hurt by this. And it's really a shame. It's despicable what public policy is doing to savers and retirees in favor of bankers and borrowers. One thing you want to do is get conservative. Assume that there's a crisis coming and try to position yourself so that you're not hurt too badly by that. And you do that by pulling in your horns a bit when it comes to risk in the equities market, for instance. If you've got a lot of growth stock funds, you did great for the last 10 years, or the last 7 years. But now might be a time to take some money off the table, move some of that to cash, and then decide what to do with your cash. And one thing to do with cash is to convert it to precious metals. So you take some of your cash, buy some gold and silver, and let that be your bedrock financial asset. That's the thing that you're reasonably sure that 10 years from now, no matter what else happens, it'll still be worth what it was worth today. And so you set that up as sort of your emergency fund, the thing that you aren't putting at any real risk and that you know you can count on.